Once upon a time. That's how these things usually start, yes? A sister took pity on her brilliant, prolific, and incredible brother. She had somehow gotten it in her head that he might be lonely, or at least that's what she claims. And so, on a perfectly fine, productive Friday afternoon, the sister picked up her son from the Elwood Academy for Boys and dropped the aggravating child off on the brother's doorstep. Now the boy, had visited Quadrangle Manor on a few occasions. Each time was complete with a grand entrance from the brother, who was in fact a professor and inventor with a profound and soaring intellect. With each visit, the inventions he exhibited became more slick and cutting edge. The boy eagerly awaited the revealing of the professor's latest contrivance, but this, the most captivating of visits, started a bit differently. Well, let's see here. If I configure the transdimensional velocity regulator at approximately 0.887 microseconds past the... Oh, you're here? I have the most incredible invention to show you this visit. Unfortunately, I'm a bit... indisposed at the moment. If you take your luggage into the foyer, I will join you as soon as I can. Oh, you confounded machine. Ugh. What was that? Oh, good. That should be a safety release for the door up there somewhere. Where on earth did I put that? Oh, no, 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 no! Ah!
Wait, what just happened? I'm not entirely sure where I am right now. The security uplink on my watch still seems to work, so I can see you and... Hello? You can hear me, right? Jump around a bit if you can. Ah! It seems as if I can still tap into the intercom system. Well, I most certainly can do better than this. Testing, 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 testing. Testing!
There. Ha! Much better. Now, what in the world are you doing here? Were you supposed to be here today? No matter. Well, judging from the current underwhelming amount of light in this room, we're still on backup power. My head is killing me. It seems as though I now possess a rather large epidural hematoma. A bump on the head. Do me and yourself a favor and head to the front hall. There's a way to restart the power grid. Last I remember, I was in the new technology sector, and then... I don't know. I do think the failsafe was tripped accidentally. Unfortunately, the front door will remain in lockdown until you can restore the power. If you head over to my office over on the left, you should be able to restart the manor's power grid. Throw that switch there. It should be the one. Well, that wasn't as effective as I'd hoped. You'll have to reactivate the generators in each sector in order to lift the current lockdown. Just take the glove in the box with you. I wish you could see my facial expression right now, as I am not pleased. What you are holding is an early prototype of the interdimensional shift device, or IDS device for short. It's one piece of my latest invention that should come in handy. Get it? You know, because it's a glove. If you can access the generator at the back of each wing, we might be able to lift the lockdown. on the rest of the house. It seems as if the breaker did unlock the blue wing. Well, I suppose you should start there first. There's something I must tell you. My latest invention has required me to make a few adjustments to the house since the last time you barged in. Now one of the topics that our family has been studying for several generations are rifts existing between various dimensions. I've been able to develop a power source that will channel enough energy into one of these dimensional rifts that it can be widened enough to travel through. The glove controls the power source, which allows you to travel to whichever dimension has rifts in the area. You won't have control over the ability to switch dimensions yet. Just be patient. This door is using one of my inventions, the repetitive, periodic, articulating gruidae, or a drinking bird, except it's far more advanced. Well, because your glove is an early prototype, it has a few limitations in terms of dimension accessibility and the distance it can be from a receptacle in order to function. This is such an early experiment with dimensional shifting, so I decided to have it triggered remotely with the drinking bird. Instead of operating a door, the bird will trigger a dimensional shift. There's an IDS battery in the machine that will power the dimensions, which in this case is Fluffy Dimension. In addition to Fluffy being embarrassingly adorable, it's also rather useful because everything is 10 times lighter than normal. Though that looks like a regular scale, it is in fact a portable kinetic mass-to-electricity converter. There's that lovely bird again. Sometimes I call him Desmond. Something to note. Since you're holding a version of the IDS device, you, in fact, are not the you in an alternate dimension. Let me try that again. You remain constant, so no matter the dimension, your mass, shape, speed, and trying personality remain the same. You should throw that IDS battery into the receptacle mounted on the wall. That receptacle will distribute the power source around the room, allowing you to now use your IDS device to switch dimensions at your leisure. As I mentioned, dimensional rifts in the manor are magnified by the stabilizing energy from the IDS receptacle and batteries. This is what enables you to slip between dimensions when you're wearing the IDS glove. Ah, that's Dolly, Dynamic Object Linear Ligation Interface. To you, a cloning device. I like my house just so. So I decided to add functionality to her to keep everything consistent. I'll need to tune that later. Ah, that's my favorite chair. Oh, these are my own particular hybrid beams of carbon dioxide and neodymium-doped yttrium aluminum garnet lasers using an alternating ray configuration. It gives them an extra kick. Unfortunately, the breaking of this glass is a necessary evil. Don't take that as permission to do it elsewhere. Just letting you know that you reset the glass. Thank you. Oh, that creature there is an interdimensional kinetic entity, or Titan. Stop for a minute and take a look at the painting. The machine I referred to as Dolly started out as a simple metal forge that had been in the family since medieval times. In case you're wondering, you turned on a fan. Please say that you don't need me to explain that to you. Ah, that's where that got to. That is a botched experiment of mine called the awkward noise generator. There's got to be more around here somewhere. Standard issue conveyor belts. Sometimes laziness should be indulged. So, I haven't discussed my location a whole lot, but it seems as if I'm in some sort of limbo. I think I may explore a bit and see what turns up. You're not helping my headache right now. This room often gets rather sweltering in the summertime. Air circulation is very important. The physicality of that still completely baffles me. Ah, you've moved on to a part of the manor where another type of dimensional rift is accessible. This is the Gravid Wolfram dimension, or Heavy for short. This dimension is in direct opposition to the Fluffy dimension and will make things 10 times heavier. Now just imagine how long it took me to lay all that out. Be careful. I'd help you, but I've honestly forgotten which dolly is hooked up to which power converter. He's a bit on the shy side. Give him some time to get used to you. Some dimensions are tightly bound together, like the one we're in right now, and also the fluffy and heavy dimensions. That red battery will provide enough energy to enable the IDS device to widen the heavy dimension rifts in this area. It appears this dolly got stuck on an infinite loop. How unfortunate. Seems to be a large expanse of piles and pits filled with various random objects. No, not where you are. Here, in this confounded place. Are those hard candies? They're a little fuzzy. Ugh. With the increased density and higher melting points of items in heavy dimension, quadrangle laser beams are rendered rather ineffectual. Like most things in life, timing is key. I came across Ike some time ago, and he decided to follow me back to the manor. I believe Ike stole these and hid them at one point. He's rather fond of shiny objects. Not half bad. This was once the family cat, Lord Widget Pompadour Fluffington IV, or Widget the First. Note that if you disrupt the blue beam, it should deactivate something. I'm not entirely sure how many BEDs of radiation that emits. Hope you're not looking to have children later. He looks like a horrible mutant koala situation. I keep wanting to take it down, but he won't let me. This place is truly fascinating. That, combined with the fact that I have no clue how I was transported here, is certainly puzzling. It's mostly dark. Well, maybe not dark. Sort of twilight. I'm fairly certain Desmond there will come in rather handy. It looks so cozy over there. I find the number 3 to be a very satisfying number. It's a Heaton number, and the proper amount of scoops on an ice cream cone. Well, I could have done it better myself. Not bad, though. Oh, I really wish I wouldn't do that. This is a compression platform which uses photoelectric energy to function. Like a spring, the energy pulses below the platform excite the molecules in the air, stimulating an elastic structural rigidity. Careful. I hate it when things get broken, especially my things. Now I see a giant pit filled with keys. Just remember, you need enough change in the mass to build up enough mechanical energy. Think of this highly complex piece of technology as a trampoline. A double bounce could help. It's time to spring into action. I cracked myself up. Satisfying, isn't it? This is one of my past inventions, Joan the Jetpack. You probably never saw this invention. It was my hole digger. One can never be too safe. Pun, pun, pun. I was quite the champion at shot put during my years in college on the track and field team. The electromagnetic microreactors, or electrobats if you're so inclined, will all require a conductive polycell. I also happen to be on the basketball team as well. Nice shot! Hooped it. Why? Ah, yes. With these specifications, you should be able to recreate several objects in the research and development lab adjacent to my office. Well played. I believe you're close to the generator in that sector. A little further. My head feels like I've been hit squarely by a 2x4, and I still haven't regained my memory. So, you need to be over by that blast door, but it looks like you're going to have to go through the object distribution system to get there. Jump! You need to be over by that blast door, but it looks like you're going to have to go through the object distribution system to get there. Jump! Easy now. he's eating there. Are you sure? Almost there, I think. Almost there, I think. Nicely done. The generator room for this sector is ahead. Hey, look at it this way. The worst that can happen is that you fail miserably. Fantastic, you made it. If you can get to the generator, I'll tell you what to do. general health and safety, I would recommend disabling those. The switches for the laser beams should be up there, somewhere. That's much quieter. We'll have to bridge the gap somehow since the scaffolding collapsed. It was so safe where that was, though. Okay, it looks as if the motor has stopped. You'll need to get that arm rotating fast enough to reactivate the generator. That reminds me of the time when the DC voltage was offset by the CW multiplier. One down, 2 to go. That wasn't so bad, was it? Why don't you take a look at those blueprints? Hey, you found something. Try not to break too much. Good job. You are extremely good at being redundant. Oh, splendid. It seems as if the power is starting to come back online. As I still haven't been able to figure out how to get out of here, you'll have to make it to the next generator. Head towards the yellow wing. Hopefully, it won't be too much trouble to access the next generator. And perhaps I can find a way out of here. This is getting rather ridiculous. In case you are wondering about the pneumatic transportation tubes around the manor, they are filled with the same science juice that is in all the IDS batteries. I was able to extract the base material for the science juice from a undisclosed biological source. If only you could see the look on your face right now. I hope that you've been able to glean that the time in this next dimension is protracted, causing everything to move in slow motion. Like a pan-dimensional bunny rabbit, hopping across a landscape of quantum fields. Poetry. Not entirely sure where Desmond is in this area. One of my first victories. Good old Things, my pet pug. Sometimes the act of slowing things down can reveal the correct path. The first building raised on quadrangle land wasn't much to look at. Over the years, the quadrangles expanded their living quarters. Though I should add that at this point, no one in the family had been exposed to any significant quantities of radiation. Have I mentioned that the manor requires a lot of ventilation? Careful, the blades are rather sharp. Well, it's probably not the best location for you, but sadly it's rather unavoidable. I would move if I were you. What a disappointing hiding spot. Step. Off now! Okay, next. Oh! Oh! You should be able to fit through. Don't forget to breathe. It's an important aspect of life. You maintain the same dimensional stability. In other words, your properties do not change upon shift. I've been able to ground several of my inventions in our normal baseline dimension as well. That's why quadrangle technology doesn't shift. One of my first experiments was attempting to turn normal little trees into happy little trees. Everything was fine until the entire forest was eaten by happy little termites. Now it's a happy little landfill. It looks like you could use a little more time with that converter switch. Or basic orthogonal traversing bot. I invented them a long time ago to perform simple tasks. Their artificial intelligence is extremely simple, but it helps to keep the house in order. Well, you did that. I guess you could be proud if you wanted. You know what I miss? Guitars. They always make music so much better. But I digress. When I was your age, I used to have to construct my own computers if I wanted them smaller than a refrigerator. You kids are entirely too spoiled. Ike's become a rather interesting lab assistant, though his indiscriminate appetite is a bit of a hindrance. I was bored all day and decided to play a game of catch with myself, utilizing the slow motion dimension. You should try it sometime. Wouldn't it be great if you could extend the airtime of that? For some reason, this particular configuration of laser beams has been outlawed in several nations. Can't imagine why. Ah, and here you see stately quadrangle manor as it stands now. I believe that's safe number 21,157. Didn't your mother teach you not to chew with your mouth open? That'll do. I'm looking at a gigantic
gigantic stack of cell phones.
It is abhorrent what you young folks text to one another. Is English truly that difficult? Those bot-bots are programmed not to let any non-organic foreign objects pass. Foreign objects like that. Oh, I believe there's a heavy IDS battery across the scaffolding there. I can invent a glove that completely changes the laws of quantum mechanics, but apparently I cannot stream a movie to where I am right now in spite of the multitude of cell phones. Apparently this unit also needs a bit of tweaking. I'm not entirely convinced of your aptitude to handle this situation. Oh, well, that was a pleasant surprise. Judging by the fascinating lands of missing items, I can hypothesize that I am officially lost. Short-term memory gone, trapped in some sort of pocket dimension. This used to be one of the manor's libraries. I, altered it. Travel safely. What's that saying? It's like wrangling cats. Used to be one of the manor's libraries. I, altered it. Travel safely. What's that saying? It's like wrangling cats. I had this portrait of myself and I commissioned before we began time travel in the mid-70s. Do you know that the only legal way to hunt tigers is to travel back in time to do it? Not that I would recommend doing as such. Interestingly enough, I have a hypothesis that the only reason tigers are about to go extinct is because people are going back in time and shooting them. I made the first prototype when I was your age. I haven't had the heart to change the design. There should be an IDS battery on the other side of the fan. That portrait is my great-uncle, Worthington Blunderbuss Quadrangle. He had a particular fondness for the enormous, probably why he was so interested in Africa. There should be an IDS battery on the other side of the fan. It's like having your own personal zoo. Children like zoos, right? that falling could be such a peaceful experience. Our time travels took us to feudal Japan, where they took a rather strong liking to Ike. Ike and I traveled back in time once to find the fabled lost city of gold. We never did find it, and to be honest, the lost cities of bronze and silver really weren't that impressive. You really ought to stay out of their way. Keep an eye on that activation beam. I loved that ottoman. You ought to, too. There are clouds here. Have I mentioned that? Though, wait. Is that lint? Ugh. Apparently, you feel you don't need an advanced degree in robotics to operate that. It's the compression platform again. You remember that you need a dramatic mass change, right? Well, I suppose you could see how I got that one up there. He's always been a fan of the compression platform. What's that saying about daylight savings time? Fall back, spring forward? Personally, I think daylight savings is absolutely useless and ludicrous, right? You've got to be kidding me. Gum? Ugh. There's some on my shoe. This area is extremely flooded. What's going on here? I find the amount of flooding here fairly disconcerting. That could have been much, much worse. Once I traveled back to a time when people were more refined, classier even. Top hats and monocles and all that. Of course, we found that people only looked classier. A lack of running water and proper hygiene meant that everyone smelled terrible. You know, the best part about traveling in the future is coming back with the clothes and going to sci-fi conventions. You know, in the future, they still don't have flying cars. I'll have to add that to my list of inventions that I must construct when I get out of wherever I am right now. Ah, yes. There's an electric converter up there. Ike has very interesting nutritional requirements. Steel ball bearings, asparagus, uranium-235. Whatever he has a craving for, I suppose. Quick, now! Throw! Go, go, go! Go, go, go! Throw! Well, all right then. Haven't you been through this hallway before? Ugh. These hallways are all starting to look the same to me. Dodecahedron. Try saying that 3 times fast. Dodecahedron, dodecahedron, dodecahedron. Dodecahedron. Try saying that 3 times fast. Dodecahedron, dodecahedron, dodecahedron. Dodecahedron. Try saying that 3 times fast. Dodecahedron, dodecahedron, dodecahedron. Ike just sent me a message through the security uplink. He found your luggage in the front hall. and would like to apologize for eating your pants. Oh. Well, that's a step up. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to get that battery somehow. That's moving at a fairly high velocity. Perhaps you could find a better location to get to it. So I see you found another blueprint set. Well, check back in the research and development lab when you have a spare moment. I would recommend not shooting yourself in the face, just on general principle. Another reason why I've installed the dolly devices everywhere is to help counteract Ike's never-ending chasm of a stomach. That's moving at a fairly high velocity. Perhaps you could find a better location to get to it. The IDS battery receptacle is where? Sometimes my sister is far too nosy. If I wanted house guests, I would have asked for them. Not only do I have to worry about myself, I am obligated to have concern for you too. Intriguingly tricky. I know that's what you kids sound like, but this still creeps me out. You're going to want to retrieve another battery first. You're nearly as good at pushing buttons as Desmond. I think you found your calling. I've discovered that his species has the uncanny ability to observe the world in several dimensions at the same time. I suppose that made Ike rather unhinged. Great, take a leap of faith. Time is on your side. I still think you'll want one more battery. You're going to want to retrieve another battery first. Those safes are a little excitable. You should let them settle all the way down first. Nicely done with retrieving the heavy battery. You know, I was like you once. 12, or is it 10? And that's where the similarity ends. I have to admit it, though, you've come quite a ways. Commendable. But don't let it get to your head. I know this whole process is rather inconvenient, but I've found that it's better to be safe than sorry when utilizing more energy in 5 minutes than the Hoover Dam produces in a year. Ooh, well, I'm really sorry. You'll need to get up and cross there. This probably isn't the safest place you've been this week. Up you go! Timber! That is a quadrangle rotary transformer. In case you weren't aware, they're a little dangerous. You'll need to get to that platform over there. Oh, careful! This isn't the best place for children, is it? Fantastic. Just need to get the alternator arm going. That was sufficient. Enough. Your task is almost complete. And then you can finally leave my home in a state resembling a train wreck. How about you make your way to the Red Wing? It's upstairs. Fortunately, or maybe unfortunately, you're heading closer to the New Technologies Lab. Perhaps you might come across some clues to help me piece together this quandary. Ah, yes. This is the last in a contiguous series of associated dimensions. As you can see, the gravitational pull in this dimension is directly in opposition to our customary one. Look out! Do you suppose that the gravitational bodies that influence this dimension are different? Or is the manor, in fact, built upside down? Ponder that. You've certainly gotten rather adroit. I believe that opened the hatch over there. I bet you wanted me to do that, huh? Mad scientist's crazy evil laugh. There should be another drinking bird. Periodic articulated fruidae in that room influencing this area. I believe that you'll have to wrap around this room to get through. Can I be perfectly honest here? I really have no idea why I set this area up. At this point, you have traveled further into the manor than any other family member has in the last 2 decades. I can't say that'll happen again anytime soon. Oh, it seems as if the timer on Desmond doesn't have the duration that you'll need. If only there was something to press that for you. As a rule, don't look directly into his eyes. Trust me. Some event must have occurred to cause me to be transported to this pocket dimension. If only I could remember what. Huh. My headache is getting a little better, although I still have a rather large lump on my skull. Oh, in case you don't see it, there's an electrical converter on the ceiling that needs to be pressed. I can't believe my memory hasn't returned yet. Again, I'm really afraid to count at this point. I'm not sure you're aware, but breaking things is bad. Sometimes I get the strangest feelings that they might be sentient. I engineered a completely seedless strawberry once. I hated getting the seeds stuck between my teeth. I have fond memories of this room when I was about your age. It used to be the parlor. Oh well. Ike is precocious sometimes, much like yourself. Oh, nice! Not happy. Ike's a sneaky one, isn't he? I didn't even see that one. You should perhaps place something in there. Good going on reverse engineering that. Science juice is quite an amazing substance, you know. In addition to being a fuel source, it's also a superconductor and amplifier of energy frequencies. Just a small amount infused with dimensional extract can build enough energy to power the IDS device receptacles. Oh, yes. This area unfortunately flooded a few weeks ago. You'll need to go all the way around. Got to get down to get up? Well, wait, that's not how that goes. Gotta get down to get up? Well, wait, that's not how that goes. Gotta get down to get up? Well, wait, that's not how that goes. Good thinking. Well played. I believe that there are 3 safes down there, if that helps. You're gonna need that heavy battery. Isn't geometry fun? There's a clean zone perimeter here. No objects over the threshold. You'll have to figure out another way. Don't let your emotions get in the way of a clearly logical solution. Yes, well, okay. So, you found it. Look, your mother gave it to me for Christmas, and I've been meaning to put it up, but sometimes grown-ups are busy. The number 3 is also the first Mersenne prime, the only prime triangular number, and the number of safes you'll want on those conveyor belts down there. Perfect timing. Ah, look out! Just kidding. Can you hear me? Forgot how loud these things can get. Ugh. Hey, remember those electrovat contraptions? Yes, well, they still do the same thing. Nice hang time. That's good enough. This area of the manor is rather fantastic, isn't it? There is nothing like good old-fashioned human ingenuity and determination to get the job done. That and robots. So, lasers. I once knew someone who retrofitted a laser pointer to achieve a focal point of less than 1/1000th of an inch. I must say it was rather impressive and certainly sliced through several materials, including his own toes, like a hot knife through butter. Nice. Well done. Yes. Ah. Ooh. Superb. There are an excessive number of flooded areas in this sector. I didn't realize it had progressed this far. Strange. Some of the mainline science juice pipes must have been compromised. Oh, and I wouldn't recommend having a drink. Science juice is not potable. Trust me. Well, at least we can say you're getting closer to the last generator. Heads up.
this area has flooded as well. The electrical converter should be up there. Think of this like telling a good joke. Timing is everything. Oh, I can recall that there were a few tremors earlier in the day. That's a newer memory. Oh, already to the bot maintenance bay, I see. How fortunate. Like a lot of things in life, keeping momentum going is important. Yes, slightly more complex, but you've proven to be at least semi-capable. I know I've programmed them to only consider certain tasks, but sometimes I get the odd suspicion that they've developed further processing capabilities. On to the next room. Do you like heights? I am rather fond of them. Maybe you should also enjoy heights as much as I do. In. Be safe now. One of the best modes of transportation ever. Well, at least the most scientifically complex. Process a bit here. You'll need yourself and the safe to be on the other side.
Process a bit here. You'll need yourself and the safe to be on the other side. Process a bit here. You'll need yourself and the safe to be on the other side. Process a bit here. You'll need yourself and the safe to be on the other side. Doing quite well for you. I'm a bit concerned about the excess of science juice outside the confinement of their pipes. I suppose, as long as you avoid triggering any incendiary devices, you should be all right. You'll have to initiate the room's boot sequence. Watch out! That's a big one. Watch out! That's a big one. I suppose you could call that couch surfing. Just remember, you have access to heavy dimension here. That was rather close. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it. That wasn't horrible. I know the flooded areas have something to do with something. Well, what's it going to be? I hope that's the right choice. I recommend you take inventory of where the other batteries have gone. I believe. One to go. Something has gone a bit awry with their speed settings. That's a bit intimidating, isn't it? These doors will only open for bot-bots. All I can do is watch. Oh, this is so infuriating. I feel like that sometimes, especially now.
believe that you're not terribly far from the generator. After you restart it, the lockdown on the manor should be lifted. And then you can go, well, somewhere else. Oh! I swear I'm losing my hair by the minute. It's a good thing that mustache hair doesn't fall out. Retracing steps. That's what people do, right? So I was in the technology sector. Then... Oh... Ah! You should see what I can do with a toaster and 4 paper clips. No. Make that 3 paper clips. Make sure you look closer on that far side there. Talk about leap of faith, huh? Well, that's certainly a problem, isn't it? Ironic that I am in the pocket dimension of the lost when I've clearly lost control of this situation. I'm really not feeling particularly good about this right now, and it has absolutely nothing to do with your tendency to demolish my possessions. There's something more going on that I haven't quite pieced together. I've never had much stock in feelings, but I'm having an overwhelming sense of dread. That's certainly putting a new slant on things.
I believe this sector's generator is located on the other side of this rotary transformer. I wouldn't get too close. That contraption threw me out of a window once. Sector's generator is located on the other side of this rotary transformer. I wouldn't get too close. That contraption threw me out of a window once. Sector's generator is located on the other side of this rotary transformer. I wouldn't get too close. That contraption threw me out of a window once. I almost have a grasp on my memory. And there's something that you shouldn't be doing. Well, you know the drill. Time to start the alternator. I'm not sure that's a good sign. That should have done it. It seems as if there's still a problem causing a lockdown. Wait. What in the world? Uh-oh. Look up! Watch out! I could not have anticipated this result. Blasted memory. I need to be there to fix this. But wait,
The Uber IDS! Quick! Head up there. I'll explain later. I definitely remember where I was before all this started. If you can get there, perhaps I can figure out how you can get me out of the pocket dimension. It would appear that restarting the generators was a poor idea on my part. It seems as if the normal way across has been flooded. You'll have to find another way to get up there. You should throw that switch first. Really. Trust me. Whew, that was unexpected. Wait, did I just... Was I just there? Confounded principles and their uncertainties. It seems as if the house is becoming more unstable by the minute. I'm very uneasy about you being here, but I need to get out of this place. It appears as if my dimensional stability isn't quite so stable. Confounded principles and their uncertainties. It seems as if the house is becoming more unstable by the minute. I'm very uneasy about you being here, but I need to get out of this place. It appears as if my dimensional stability isn't quite so stable. Just keep your structural integrity a bit longer, House. Not to put any undue pressure on you, but you really need to pick up the pace a bit. Yes, that is still a perturbing sensation. Keep going. You'll be at the elevator to the new technologies lab soon. And the Uber IDS. So, yes, about you hurrying up. That would be splendid. Great! Almost there. Just need to get this baby running. That's strange. That painting is not supposed to be doing that. Something's really not right here. That should call the elevator. Or not. It looks like you're in it for the long fall. Sorry, a little tense. Well, on the upside, this ventilation shaft leads to the same place as the elevator. On the downside, you might not survive the fall. So, there's that. If you make it, I'll need you to restart the Uber IDS. It's like the glove you're wearing, except much, much bigger. In fact, most of the manor has been retrofitted to power the device. It should enable me to escape from the pocket dimension I'm in. I hope. Oh, your mother's gonna kill me. Well, you're alive. That's certainly fortunate. You're in the main control bay to the Uber IDS. Strange. There don't appear to be any IDS batteries plugged into the machine. You'll need to find some. Just 3 more IDS batteries, and I should be able to stabilize myself in your dimension. Something is still bothering me, though. I don't quite remember everything. Memory loss, manner lockdown. What am I missing? Excessive science juice flooding. Excessive science juice flooding. Let's see. Excessive science juice flooding? Wait, no! Oh, I understand now. All the flooding is providing an unstable energy flow to the IDS. I really need to get you out of there somehow before it's too late. I need you to get to the core of the IDS device. I remember now. There's a pocket dimension there as part of the machine's failsafe. That's why I'm in the pocket dimension. I put myself here on purpose.
And that's how our story ends. Just kidding. Here's what really happened. Not a whole lot of improvement, though. Well, you ended up safe in the pocket dimension. Unfortunately, now I'm stuck out here. And I'm going to have to tackle this predicament. This is going to be interesting.
Then I flip a switch and fluffy is everything. Plush and sweet and soft and pink. I flip a switch and heavy is everywhere. Crash to the ground from out of the air. I flip a switch and time goes down, down, down. Stretching thin and stretching out. I flip a switch, lose the gravity. Light as a feather and floating free. Now, boom, splash, make a mad dash. Ping, zing, what is this thing? Can't you see it's mystery? What's gonna happen to me? Then I flip a switch and fluffy is everything. Plush and sweet and soft and pink. I flip a switch and heavy is everywhere. Crash to the ground from out of the air. Flip a switch, the time goes down, down, down. Stretching thin and stretching out. Then I flip a switch and lose the gravity. Light as a feather and floating free. Shiver, shake, what will it take? It might explode, so I better go. Bam, boom, I gotta get through. It's a mystery. What's gonna happen to me? Go! Things are getting heavier, so I lighten up. Things are getting faster, so I slow it up. Things are getting harder, so I fluff them up. Going faster and faster, will I blow it? Will I blow it up? Blow it up! Then I flip a switch.